So we're going to jump into jumping. There you go. That was not intentional, but that was a really good joke. I'm proud of myself. So let's think of how we're going to do jumping. So we did this before a little bit, and we implemented it in a really basic way. So I'm going to show you guys that really basic way first, and we'll figure out what the errors are. So underneath all of this, let's do if input.getButton, and we actually want to do getButton_down, and then put in jump inside of it. So there's 3 types of getButton in this case. There's getButton with nothing after it. Then there's getButton_down and getButton_up. So getButton_down is only going to return true right when you press the button. So if you're pressing W, or in this case space, if you press space and you just pressed it, it'll return true, and then it'll keep returning false afterwards. For getButton_up, it's going to only return true right when you let go. So right when you let go of the space key, then it will return true. For getButton, the entire time that you're holding down the space key, it's going to keep returning true. So in this case, we really don't want to do that with jumping, because then that means when they hold it, we're just going to keep propelling them up and just launching them into like outer space. So we just want to do getButton_down, jump 1 time every time we press the space key. After that is something pretty simple. rb.addForce, and then what you do is you do vector3.up, and that might work. I'm going to tell you that it won't. So we're going to do public float jump force. Maybe make that equal to 10. And in addition, in add force, we're going to do force mode dot velocity change. And this means that when we apply a force, it's not going to take into account mass. It's not going to be applying an acceleration. Instead, we're just doing a straight velocity change. In this case, 10 actually might be a bit heavy-handed. I'm going to turn it down to 5. Okay, so let's test that one out. Let's go back and see if that works. So if I press space, now we get boosted in the air a little bit. It's a very tiny hop, so I might go into my jump force and switch that to 20. Nope, still pretty low. You might notice that our rigid body's mass is 80. I'll switch that down to 1. Oh man, look at this. It's actually an interesting one. Well, I can keep mashing jump and then eventually go up. So I notice, first issue, we haven't set a cooldown or anything to stop us from just doing this. So that's definitely an issue. Let's see. What do I have the jump force set at? It definitely should not be this low. This is crazy. I have it set at 5. What? Oh. Anyone catch me? Anyone know what I did? It's a pretty classic one. This is good. Didn't multiply by the jump power. We should probably do that. So multiply vector3.up by the jump force. And now when I press play, there we go. That's the sort of jump I want to see. It's not perfect, but it does the job. However, as before, we have infinite jumps, which would make this level really easy. I also see that we can walk through midair. I can just keep, floating up a little bit. It's a bit broken. So, obviously not perfect.